Have you ever walked into a room and just felt a certain way? A vibe, an atmosphere? A huge part of that feeling, believe it or not, comes from light. Today, we're going to do something kind of cool. We're going to break down something super simple, an email from a DJ, to uncover the secrets of how lighting can transform a space from just a room into an entire experience. All right, let's get into it.
And it all starts right here, a really straightforward email from a DJ named Norm to a potential client. But hidden inside these links is basically a masterclass in the art and science of event lighting. So we're not going to look at this as just a sales pitch. Nope, we're going to treat it as our guide, a blueprint for creating atmosphere from the ground up.
So that's the big question, isn't it? We're going to pick apart these examples to really understand how the pros use light to tell a story, to control the energy of a room, and to create memories that actually stick. This is about so much more than just making a room brighter. It's about making it feel completely different.
Okay, so let's start with the portfolio itself. We're going to decode the tools of the trade. By really looking at these photos and videos, we can start to see how a professional essentially paints a picture of what an event could be long before a single light ever gets switched on.
And this is a real portfolio from a real working professional, DJ Norm. That means we get a genuine inside look at that whole magical process, how a blank canvas, just an empty room, gets turned into this vibrant, emotional space where people have the time of their lives.
First things first, you gotta build the foundation, right? Before the party really kicks off, before any grand entrances, you've got to set the mood. And that is all about static, or ambient light. One of the most powerful and common techniques you'll see is called uplighting. And once you know what it is, you'll see it absolutely everywhere. It's simple, really. They place light fixtures on the floor and just point them straight up the walls. It instantly adds this incredible sense of drama and depth to a space.
But look, this isn't just about splashing some color on a wall. It has a very specific purpose. For one, it makes a room feel way taller, more grand. It can also tie the whole room into a specific color scheme, like for a wedding. But most importantly, it creates this immersive, elegant vibe that makes guests feel like, whoa, I've just stepped into someplace special. It turns a plain box into something spectacular.
Okay, another key tool for setting that base layer is the gobo. Now think of it like a stencil, but for light. It's a little pattern they put inside a light source. It can project anything from, these delicate floral patterns on the dance floor to a couple's personalized monogram on a wall. It's all about adding that custom texture, that personal touch.
All right, so the elegant mood is set. It's beautiful, it's immersive, but what happens when it's time to party? Well, that's when we introduce the spark. We're talking dynamic, moving light that completely flips the energy in the room on its head.
You really have to think about this as two totally different philosophies. On one hand, you have ambient light. Its goal is elegance, warmth, a consistent feeling. And on the other, you have party lighting. Its goal is pure energy and excitement. It uses dynamic, moving lights, and you save it for those peak moments. The real skill is knowing exactly when to use each one.
And the tech behind all this energy? A lot of the time, it's these things called moving heads. These are those awesome robotic lights you see in the YouTube shorts Norm sent over. They can swing around, tilt, flash different colors, project patterns, all of it perfectly synced up to the music and the vibe of the moment.
Now the crucial thing here is that this is not just random flashing lights. No way. Dynamic light has a job to do. It tells everyone where to look, like for the grand entrance. It works with the DJ to build that amazing energy on the dance floor. And, maybe most importantly, it sends a powerful signal to every single guest that, okay, the mood is shifting, it's time to dance.
So this is where the real art comes in. We have to put it all together. A true pro doesn't just use one or the other. They weave these two types of lighting into a complete story that guides the emotional journey of the entire night.
Just think about how a wedding flows, right? We can pretty much piece it together from Norm's recap and story highlights. When guests first arrive, the room is glowing with soft ambient uplighting. It's welcoming. Then, boom, the grand entrance. Dynamic spotlights kick in, creating excitement. For the first dance, everything goes quiet and soft, maybe just a single romantic spotlight. And then, for the dance party, it's all systems go. Full-on moving heads, color changes, the works. You see, it's a journey and it's told in light. The lighting literally evolves right alongside the event, making each key moment feel even more special. It's not just decoration, it's a fundamental part of the storytelling.
Okay, so after tearing this simple email apart, what are the big takeaways?
When we read between the lines, what have we really learned about how to spot a true pro?
Looking back at DJ Norm's examples, we can now build a checklist. Does the person show both that elegant, ambient lighting and the exciting party lighting? Are the photos and videos actually high quality? Do they show that they can work in different kinds of venues? And here's the big one. Do you get the sense they can craft a story with light, not just flip on a switch? Norm's portfolio? Well, it ticks every single one of those boxes.